If you've ever said, "I can't afford that," this video's for you. That sentence isn't protecting you, it's quietly keeping you broke. And once you hear why, you'll never say it the same way again. So sit back, relax, like, and subscribe for more videos like this.
You're lying awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, doing mental math. Again? Rent is due in 5 days. Your friend just sent another group chat invite, this time a weekend trip. And immediately, the same phrase fires off in your head. I can't afford that. You say it at the grocery store, when the wedding invitation arrives, when your car makes that noise. It feels like truth. But here's what nobody tells you. Every time you say, I can't afford it, you're not describing reality, you're programming it. You're teaching your brain the story of who you are. And your brain is listening. It's taking notes. And it will work relentlessly to make that story come true. Your brain is running outdated software. Think of your mind like a computer. Most people are running financial software written by parents who survived recessions, credit card debt that taught money disappears, a culture that says wealth is for other people. That software runs on one core operating system: scarcity. When you say, I can't afford it, you're not making a neutral statement. You're claiming an identity. You're telling your subconscious, I'm powerless. I don't have options. Money doesn't come to me. And your brain, brilliant, obedient machine, gets to work proving you right. It makes you miss opportunities, focus on lack, solve for survival instead of growth. Same bank account, different operating system, completely different future. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. Old language. I can't afford that vacation. What it implies: money controls you. You're helpless. You're excluded. Your brain hears, I am broke and powerless. New language. I'm choosing to allocate my resources elsewhere because I'm prioritizing my emergency fund. Same decision, same outcome, completely different psychology. Now the implication is, you control money. You have a plan. You are intentional. Your brain hears, I am strategic. I am capable. That shift from passenger to pilot is the foundation of financial calm. Not riches, not luxury, calm. The confidence that comes from agency. Real talk, the friendship script. Let's address the hardest part: social pressure. Your friends want to go out. You're broke. The group chat is buzzing. Most people lie. They say they're busy. Here's the honest script. I want to hang out, but I can't justify spending that much right now. I'd rather do something cheaper so I can actually relax and enjoy it. What you just did: protected the relationship, set a boundary, offered an alternative, claimed agency. That's not cheap. That's confident. And if people don't respect that, that's information, not a judgment on your worth. Once your language changes, your brain changes what it solves for. Scarcity thinking asks one question: how do I survive? Strategic thinking asks a different one: how do I improve my position? You cannot shrink your way to wealth. There is a hard limit to how much you can cut. There is no ceiling on how much you can grow. Budgeting matters, but it is not the operating system. It is an app. Identity is the operating system. This is why scarcity thinking creates expensive behavior. You buy the cheapest option, not the best value. You skip maintenance, you delay prevention, you avoid preventive care that becomes emergency bills. The stress you feel adding prices in your head at the grocery store is not financial discipline, it is financial anxiety. Anxiety narrows thinking. Narrow thinking creates costly decisions. Notice how language reinforces this cycle. I'm bad with money. Your brain gathers evidence. I'm learning to be intentional with money. Your brain looks for solutions. The wealthy mindset is not having more money today. It is believing you are someone capable of building it, someone who improves systems instead of fighting fires. When you stop speaking in survival language, your brain stops building survival outcomes. Strategy replaces fear. Options replace panic. This is how financial momentum begins, quietly, internally, before it ever shows up on a balance sheet. Here is the practical work. For the next 7 days, do 3 things. First, catch the phrase. Every time you say or think, "I can't afford it," pause. Don't judge yourself, just notice it. Write it down if you can. Pay attention to how it feels in your body. Second, reframe it. Ask yourself, is this a fact or a choice? What am I prioritizing right now? How would I say this if I saw myself as the architect of my finances instead of the victim of them? Third, find your cheap tax. Where are you being cheap in ways that cost you more later? Low-quality purchases, skipped maintenance, avoided prevention. These are not savings. They are deferred expenses with interest. This process is not about becoming rich. It is about financial calm. Sleeping without mental math, saying no without shame, saying yes without panic. Financial calm comes from agency. Agency comes from identity. Identity is shaped by language. So stop telling it a powerless story. Not, "I can't afford it," but "I am choosing, I am building, I am the architect." Change the language and the behavior follows. Change the operating system and the outcomes change with it.